Right guys, here we are for another episode of the fastest F1 car ever, and this one is a massive episode. We are here with the McLaren MP4 from the 1988 season, in which it was driven by Ayrton, Senna and Alain Prost, and it won both championships very easily, and it was the last of the turbocharged monsters before the current generation 2014 onwards F1 cars. If you guys missed the last episode with the 1991 Jordan, guys, then go watch the video by clicking the link in the top right hand corner of the screen. There will also be a link to the full playlist, of course, with all the other episodes, and you can also see right now on the right hand side of the screen the previous lap times so far that have been set in this series and the kind of benchmarks we have to aim for, and what we're going to try and achieve here with this beast. And to be honest with you, I'm quite happy with the lap so far, with the exception of the 2000 Jordan, which was quite weird. I still have a bit of an asterisk on that one. I think I can go quicker, and I think there's more time to find, so I might revisit that in a future episode. But anyway, focusing on this car here, the McLaren MP4, an absolutely legendary F1 car, and arguably one of the most dominant cars of all time. The Honda-powered McLaren, of course, with the Marlboro sponsoring a V12 turbocharged F1 car. This is going to be absolutely unreal. And to be honest with you, I don't need to say much more. Let's just get straight into the track and let's see how she handles and also how she sounds. Right, here we go then. Let's get underway. Build up the revs slowly. I'm going to make sure the turbo is turned down because we do not want to be spinning. There we go. We'll put on 50%. Let's turn it up a little bit. Oh yeah. That sounds absolutely fantastic. This car is unbelievable. So, a few things just to get around the outlap. Of course, I am running sequential paddle shifters. I don't have an H pattern, otherwise I would be, as we get completely out of shape there. Oh my days, right, this car's going to be interesting. But yeah, I'm running the sequential, so we are going to be running paddle shifters. Unfortunately, I won't be able to heel and toe, again, like I would love to with the manual gearbox. Having said that, like in the last episode with the 91 Jordan, we can still heel and toe, so we are going to do it the best way we possibly can. But yeah, overall I'm looking to have a little bit of fun in this car. It's not all about just driving as they were back in the day. I'm just trying to see if I can set a decent lap time. But oh my god, this car is fantastic. You can hear the turbo whistle in the background. I feel like I don't even want to speak. I just want to let the car do its thing. Oh my, this car does bite. We're definitely, again, there is a lack of consistency you will find in this series. So with certain cars, for example, I feel like the 91 Jordan was a bit too fast, and it went even quicker than the 2000 Jordan. This car is only 3 years older, but in theory this was an absolute monster for an F1 car with a turbocharge. So on paper it should match the Jordan, but I'm not quite convinced it will. So we'll see how that one pans out. Obviously we don't have the turbo and all the little settings on the car yet, but we'll see how it goes. Either way, I'm trying to get used again to the heel and toe, which is going to take me a little while. But this car's going to be a challenge, and I think there's going to be a lot of spins in this one. Either way, I'm going to now get my head down and see if I can get a few benchmarks going, because I'm going to need to have absolute 120% focus when it comes to driving this car, I think. Okay, so far so good. We've actually completed our first lap with no issues. I'm nowhere near pushing to the limit, just trying to, I'm giving the car plenty of respect as we almost bin it right at the end there, but we are going to complete our first lap, and it is going to be a 1 minute 40.7, so much slower than what we have been seeing, of course, but there is a lot of time to improve. I think we can definitely push this car on the brakes a lot more, so let's see what we can try and find. Oh dear. Oh, that shift was a bit too early. We have caught the slide quite nicely, but that was a bit too early of a gear shift there. I've got to really let the revs run out to the max with this one. Short shifting with the turbo is just deadly. Oh dear. Oops. Another spin. Not ideal. Quite easy to drive actually, the car, if you don't push, but when you start to push it does bite straight away. I think there is a better lap though. I think there's at least 134, 33 on this default setup, which would put us about 7 seconds off the Jordan, give or take. Oh dear, just a bit too much gas. Right, I'm going to do some setup work. I need to get this car a little bit more drivable so I can push a bit more, because I'm kind of just not really pushing it in there as much as I'd like, so we're going to change a few things. Okay, so I've changed a few things. I've also discovered it seems better that I manually change gear myself, in the sense that I do have a clutch pedal enabled, and when I change, the gear is much smoother. So for example, if I go up to third, there's a bit of a delay there, whereas if I do it with the clutch, it's so much more seamless. So we're going to try a few different methods here. Again, neither an edge pattern doesn't make it as great, but I can go up to third gear nice and early. putting the clutch in manually does seem to help. You can look at my inputs to see what I'm doing. Just dipping the clutch in as if you normally would to change gear, and that's giving me better. I've also cranked the turbo up. I've also reduced the fuel, so we are hitting 60 again. We've also got quicker tyres on. Just means I'm going to be working a lot harder now to really focus on the pedals, because I've got a lot of work going on here. I've got more going on the pedals than I have in the actual car in itself. There we go. By dabbing the clutch, I can shift up mid-corner. That's much better for me. No, she's gone. Catch that. Damn it. 1.3 up. Not ideal. We still have a long way to go, though. Trying to drive this car at 100% turbo is going to be an absolute beast. Through the chicane. Here we go. Let's see what this lap is. Easy does it. Up the gears through the final corner. Let's see what it is. 35.5. Right, let's crank up the turbo some more. Let's go up to 80%. Now you're starting to hear that turbo kick in. Here we go. Now we're starting to get to that big lap time. Oh, damn it. I was 8/10 up. Straight into the gravel. I can ready for the turbo, though. It's very unforgiving once you start to crank it up. This is going to be very exciting. Oh, dear. One too many spins I've had, and the rears are overheating. Oh, really struggling through there. We just about held on, though. For once we didn't lose the rear end. Over turn 9, over the hill. This is a better lap so far. 1.5 up. Let's keep pushing. I've got to concentrate so much so I can barely give any running commentary. I've got to try and find a way to get into third gear there without feeling too uneasy. Car is just starting to get really nervous now. Got to give it lots of respect, and we're not at the finish line until we actually make it this final corner. I don't trust. It's a bit of a killer. Oh, and I say that there is a spin. Damn it. Oh boy, right. We're going to go all out. We're going to give it everything, because the more power I put on, the more I need a better setup. So we're going to try and work on this. Right, so the turbo has been cranked up to 100%. Just to confirm, you can see there on screen. Fuel-wise, we're running 10 litres, which is what we've run in all the qualifying runs in this series so far. And I've also made a tweak to the brakes, slightly more towards the front and a little bit less pressure. So we're going to see how that pans out. We've done all of our settings we can do, and now it's all about trying to hook up a relatively clean lap, which is going to be a really difficult ask. But here we go. Let's try and give it some. Got to be very patient for that final corner. I've got to let that third gear run out. But we're hitting 6th gear really early now. Can we hit a 300 Ks? Oh yes, we can. That's more like it. A little bit wide there into turn 1, but we'll get away with that. Easy on the throttle, because the turbo is going to hurt. We get into 4th gear nice and early, so we can get the power down. Oh, even then the car goes. Damn it, man. I can always catch the slide, but the turbo on this thing is a killer. Oh, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it. This car is so difficult. 1.8 up. I was doing so well on that lap. That was a really good start. I think there's a lap well below 130, but it's just going to be a massive, massive challenge to get it right. These are the cars that are challenging the driver, and I can absolutely see why. There we go. Job done. We've done it. We've got a decent lap in, 130.8. I can get that below 130. I know I can, so I'm going to try and focus. I think there's just a few more good laps in this. Oh, damn it. I keep doing that same mistake. I keep putting the wheel in the damn grass. That was a really good lap as well. I was down by 0.025 in the first sector, but that was, after that, it was perfect. I made a few mistakes through 3 and 4. Oh, sorry, through 4 and 5, and I made them right this time. That was a really strong lap. I will get this lap under 130, I know I will. Right, I've made my last adjustments. I've got the tyre temperature graphic up to see my tyres in case I spin, but also I've reduced the brakes and I've moved them to the rear because I was locking up on the front too much and I couldn't brake late because of it. So we're going to try everything now. So I'm getting frustrated and I want to try and get this damn lap because I know it's right there. There is a much quicker lap there, but I just want to try and get it below a 130. Here we go up to the line. It's not going to be enough. It is going to be a small improvement of half a tenth, but I thought that lap was actually better than that, to be honest. So I'm starting to doubt if maybe I can get it below 130. Oh, damn it. You know what? I think we're done. I'm getting a bit frustrated. And that last lap, I think, would be the one where we end it. Either way, I think maybe I might revisit this car like with the 2000 Jordan, but I'm okay with that. That last lap was nice and clean. So at least I got a clean lap in, which is what I wanted. But this car, man, is... It's easy to drive in a sense. If you don't really push it that much, you can cruise around quite nicely. But if you're really finding the limit, it really bites. It's an absolute monster.